So if there was a couple of really strong parts about incentive, I would say the scorecarding, accountability as a group is the real leading angle. Because if you do the work, it works. If you don't do the work, it doesn't work. And I know it sounds really cliche that, but it's so simple. We've got a point system that if you do those things and you intentionally give to the right people, then the world brings it back to you in abundance. So what are you doing? Are you ticking boxes and trying to create numbers? Or are you intentionally giving to the right people to create the right result? I'll give you an example. How are you call to a referral partner? How are you call to a family friend? How are you call to someone? Just to check in. With no agenda, nothing set, just how are you? I was thinking about you, how are you? Can be the most rewarding time because you just get into a conversation that you just don't know, because people are genuinely stuck and they say, wow, you called me to say how are you? Yeah, sure, how are you? How are things? You never ever talk about business. Now they might say, oh, by the way, can we meet for a coffee or do something? Great, whatever. But the how are you call is one of the best things to do on your scorecarding. The scorecarding shouldn't be probably called scorecarding, but everybody likes to kind of keep the track of it. For me, it's about intentionally giving to the right people at the right time. Genuinely offering up an article for someone, genuinely sending someone a thank you card for a referral that they gave to you. Should be common nature, but it isn't, because we're busy. We're doing all these things. So, in fact, I was talking to one of our consultants that their clients have a laminated A4 scorecard inside their canteen, so their kitchen, so at work, and they can see the cards, and it gives the other people a motivation to say, well, maybe I need to do that. So here's a little tip around it. Take your scorecard and make sure when you've got your scorecard that you also know the people that you're going to intentionally give to. Just might be one person at the beginning, and just drip, 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 and just watch that relationship strengthen. Find the right things, the appropriate things to do. Even just writing a card these days. I mean, Christmas cards. I think we probably received 3 Christmas cards this year, and it's interesting who sends them is the elderly. We have a lady in Qatar that she sends a card and a newsletter every single year. She actually types it out. We've got our old auntie in Liverpool that loves to write, but it's gone because of technology. These things are gone. So when you receive a card, it has a really nice impact. So arranging a speaking event for someone. So I was sort of the headline speaker of the opening of a brand new university, because Tim, one of my partners, introduced me to the Dean of Nova University, and we had a coffee. What do you do? And he said, well, why don't you come and do some stuff for us? And Pedro Santa Clara opened the door, and a year later I'm opening up the brand new university, 45 million euro, like high-tech place, as the keynote speaker, all because someone arranged for me to do a speaking event somewhere else. So, that act of kindness can lead into all sorts of different stuff. In fact, that one conversation will be leading into us delivering university models for executives in universities all over the world because of that. So never underestimate the power of the giving, but get your act together, be disciplined, don't leave it to the last minute. Try whatever you do with your scorecard to keep it prevalent right in front of you, make sure you've got it, and do the work, make an effort with it, okay? And have a bit of competition with your teammates. Teammates is good, set a prize or something like that. If you go below a certain number, you've got to, explain to yourself, but just do the work, because when you do the work, things happen. All right, Terry Hamill, Incentive.